Well, today is Friday, the 21st October 2016, is 18:52 hours Central European Time. I'm not sure how to start this video. What I've been doing for these last few weeks was actually, I can show you this, actually do some, in order to distract myself from the torture and whatnot, I've been doing some searching on the internet for appropriate cover artwork for instance, the science fiction magazine that we're going to have in our Violence state-owned dime novel company, FTL. And I've been searching for science fiction artwork, fantasy artwork, and horror artwork and whatnot. And very indirectly I came across Asimov. Naturally, sooner or later you come across Asimov. And I just really came to understand how badly they didn't just conquer him, as I explained in an earlier video, the one about how the bitch queens conquer the science fiction authors, but how they actually ridiculed him. This artwork here is complete and utter ridicule. There's this sheer arrogance which they attest him to ultimately discredit him. There is another artwork from about the same time where he is seen in front of a typewriter with a bloody, with some kind of satellite, with some other object. I'm not perfectly sure what that is. I don't have that in my head right now. And with a bloody Bible, no shit, which is also ridiculed. Here's a wonderful statement. I can so relate to this. Those people who think they know everything are a great annoyance to those of us who do. A wonderfully, 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 absolutely true statement, which is full of subtleness, let's put it that way, which is not at all an arrogant statement, but the absolutely obscene filthicals of Fix Money out there interpret this as an arrogant thing to say. And they basically declared him king of arrogance in their ultra delusions, and so on and so forth. I love this actually because, as I've established countless times before, in Philand, nothing sits on a throne in Philand. And Isaac didn't sit down on this throne. In fact, Fix Mundi Blade put him there, and I find it so appropriate that they put him there. I really do, because this is Fix Mundi's uber self-ownage, uber self-ownage. There, it's not just self-ownage. It's actually Sterz self-ownage. That's what it is. The unspeakable ridicule and discrediting that happened after they conquered Isaac Asimov. Now, that is not the reason why I'm doing this video. I was thinking on whether or not to have some Asimov-related material in that planned science fiction magazine, and that brought me to robots. And I have also touched in one of the recent videos on people's delusions out there about artificial intelligence and whatnot, and that it has nothing to do with intelligence and so on and so forth. When I realized that while this system here, the MAC or MAC system, MAC stands for Mind and Consciousness Systematics. This system here, a little further photo here, while this system here is really there for man, you can put in relation to it that what people call artificial intelligence. And the real funny thing is that not just did Fix Mundi always get artificial intelligence completely and horribly wrong, they even, in spite of getting it wrong, ridiculed it and tried to thwart it too, as they thwart all science. And actually, the funny thing is that, you know, there is 7 billion brains out there that you can just harvest, so to speak. The reason why I'm recording this video is that especially once more with the military background, but maybe not even the military background, but maybe even some people who have something to do in large-scale advertisement, marketing, whatever. If you think or believe slash delude or are absolutely sure that you have access to a super secret artificial intelligence that does shit for you, and if on close examination and inspection over these last 2-3 years, the performance and reliability, and whatever you want to call it, of that super secret artificial intelligence of yours has actually taken a nosedive, namely an observable one, and be it now that you actually sit your ass down and try to analyze it and see if it did. And if you find, yes, you did, well, what do you know? That is because you had biointelligence that was sold to you as artificial intelligence, namely simply people's faces out there in the world being utilized for such things. And more and more people will snap out of the to-the-brain connection, because that did away with the connecting infrastructure. I know that it happens very slowly, because most people never leave their, say, city environs and whatnot, but on the countryside and whatnot, people do slowly snap out of it. So if your super secret artificial intelligence all over the place is taking nosedives all over the place in performance and reliability and just general so-called intelligence, I assure you it does not have a virus or any such. It's just people's brains snapping out of it. Just because the connection that used to exist broke off and they are not able to re-establish a connection. And that is what I wanted to point out to you. I could also tell you where exactly what is called artificial intelligence, how exactly this relates to that, but I'm going to keep that for the explanation videos and whatnot. So I am working on this, and I just on a tangent once more wound up there, because it's so laughable how people perceive artificial intelligence, our computers are super smart and whatnot. I can tell you though that if you actually were to do what originally was meant by artificial intelligence, you would arrive with an exact opposite of obscenity. Okay? Which means it would be here on this side, outside of this space of the tetrahedron. Okay? It would actually be, this here is the obscenity, this line here is actually the obscenity vector, so to speak, and it would actually be on the opposite side. It would be, I'm going to be more detailed about this in the explanation videos, but it would actually be some outside of this space being a close relative of what within this space is this here region of trans-sane. It would be kind of out here, but as this here two-dimensional depicts several axes on compared to the three-dimensional space. It takes a little longer to explain, but I just want to once more point out to you, not once more, for the first time actually, it occurred to me that I assure you this is happening out there, right? I don't know how, I have no way of knowing for what all they utilize such alleged artificial intelligence. It's nothing more than biointelligence being harvested and sold to other people, probably for a whole lot of money, actually sold to other people as artificial intelligence. If that shit ain't no good, and if in fact over these last 2-3 years it was observable that its quality and reliability and just basically harumph took a nosedive, that is because of my deleting the to the brain connecting infrastructure. And you once more can bet your ass that this phenomenon of alleged AI taking a nosedive in performance is observable out there and is happening. Fact exact.